everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Gabby and I'm an indoor cycling instructor. One of the most asked questions that I receive is which bike I recommend that won't break the bank. Now, a few of the qualities that I look for when shopping for a bike are 1, the weight of the flywheel, 2, the overall weight of the bike, and number 3, the 4-way adjustment feature. Now, because rhythm cycling requires a little more movement than traditional cycling, I always recommend a bike with a flywheel of at least 40 pounds. I want to make sure that riders at home feel secure and safe while riding. Bikes that have a heavier flywheel will usually be heavier overall, which helps in providing that stability. This bike in particular has an overall weight of 86 pounds, and that is one of the features that actually attracted me to this bike. Lastly, bikes that have a 4-way adjustment feature, which is the handlebar height, the handlebar distance, the saddle height, and the saddle distance, will allow riders to customize and fine-tune these adjustments to their specification. Nothing is more uncomfortable than riding a bike that doesn't fit to you. Now, this bike has a 40-pound flywheel and has a steel frame, and this was super attractive, especially for the price. I personally am almost 6 feet tall and about 155 pounds, and the first time that I rode this bike, I was incredibly surprised by the stability, the form, and the function of this bike. Now, before we get into all of that, I want to quickly talk about the assembly of this bike. It was so quick and easy. It took no more than 10 minutes, and all the parts that you need to assemble it came with it, which I think is a plus. So in addition to this bike having a 40-pound flywheel and a steel frame, it also has some other features that I'm really excited about, one being the Cadence Tracker. If I'm being quite honest, I really didn't expect this bike to come with the Cadence Tracker, especially because of the price. Not only does it track the cadence, but it also tracks your distance, the time, and the calories burned. Another feature that I'm really impressed with is the tablet mount or holder. You can hold your phone or a tablet here really comfortably. Now, although this bike does not have magnetic resistance, it has a felt brake pad, which is great, and in case it needs replacing, it comes with an additional one. So some of the things that I would prefer a little bit different are 1, the angle of which the handlebars are placed. For my liking, it's a little too high. I prefer them at more of a flat plane. So this by no means does not mean that it is a negative thing. This is totally about preference. Now in rhythm cycling, you know, we do a bunch of movements, especially on the handlebars, and I personally feel that this might get in the way. Secondly, this model only features a 3-way adjustment instead of a 4-way adjustment, which I feel is a slight downfall for me. However, there are other models on the website that feature the 4-way adjustment. And lastly, my least favorite thing about this bike is going to be the width of the toe cages. Now, this platform is tiny, and if you're tall like me, you're gonna have a hard time fitting your foot on those toe cages, so I would definitely recommend switching out the pedals should you decide to purchase this bike. So let's go ahead and hop on this bike so you can see just how sturdy it is. So as I mentioned before, you can really see that my foot has a hard time fitting into the pedal. About 1/4 of my foot is only inside the toe cage, and I feel like this is a safety issue. I would definitely recommend switching out these pedals. Although if you have smaller feet, it might work just fine. Pedaling here in the saddle feels extremely comfortable and solid. The bike is not shaking whatsoever. Let's see how this feels out of the saddle. Again, I'm about 6 feet tall, 155 pounds, and there's absolutely no movement coming from this bike. This one for sure is a winner. So So if I had to rate this bike on a scale from 1 to 10, I would definitely give it a 7.5 considering the price point and the sturdiness. Again, I would definitely recommend replacing the pedals should you decide to purchase this bike. Now, if you're ready to purchase this bike, make sure that you click on the link below and you use the code Gabriela Guevara for a discount. Lastly, we're going to be gifting this bike away to one lucky winner, so make sure that you're subscribed and head over to my Instagram to be entered to win the giveaway. I hope you enjoyed this honest review. Be sure to check out thecadenceclub.com for access to rides on demand and live. We'll see you guys back here soon.